begotten the one people.
Wait a minute. Did you hear that, my sister? Wait. Did I interpretate that you? Is that how you see it? Or is that what the word said? What you say? Is the word say that? What you say, my brother? You see? You see how I think my brother full of you? I'm telling you, man. What the brother's really trying to explain to y'all is, say like today they say we have a culture, right? Our culture is rap music, drugs, strip clubs, things like that. That's a lot what you see. Asians, Poppy Doe, you don't see that. That's see that. All, no. Bear with me. You may be right, but they're in agreements that that's not, you don't really see that privilege with everybody else, right? They're with me. I just want you to stay with me. Watch this. The reason why I said that is, say like when it comes to Chinese people, since I'm using them as an example. In the Bible, they're called Moab. So with Chinese people, what do you have all over the world is called Chinese food. Right? So that's what? From their culture, from their hair, right? Things like that, right? Now, what we're trying to explain to y'all is, before we came over here on slave ships, we didn't come, we was brought here. Before our forefathers, ancestors was brought here on slave ships, we had that same thing where they can say, these are these people's culture, the way they live, the way they carry themselves, the way they speak, the way they treat each other. We had that. Watch this. But I'm going to tell you like this. We're not living it. Because guess what? I'm going to show you something real quick. You came up here smoking. That's not our custom. That is not our custom, my brother. So you can say we still have it. No, guess what? You can do that. That's fine. You're going to destroy yourself. That's the only thing going to happen. So like my brother and my sister right here, they can continue to take heed to what we're going to bring to them, because this is not our word, this is not our doing. Watch this, come on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy.
You see what the Bible said? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. He's speaking to a particular people, just like I was telling you about how Chinese have their own culture. They learned that from their forefathers. We have our culture. What can we say we learned from our forefathers? You see what I'm saying? That has been lost to us. That's why we out here, so we can bring that back to your memories. I'm pretty sure y'all been seeing, you might not have, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. What's his name? That Kendrick Lamar said, don't call me black no more, I'm an Israelite. Kyrie Irving, just because he posted a link to the from Hebrews to Negroes. And guess what? That go over a lot of our people's head. Y'all don't even consider that y'all are Hebrews and y'all living as Negroes. Because that's your culture now. Strip clubs, selling drugs, get it how you live. That's your daggone culture now. When that's not really who you are. And that's why we out here. We want to bring it to you out of the Bible. Not because we want you to feel good like church do and go home. No, we want you to pick up this Bible, realize who you are, and start living it. Not living how you living now. Because the Bible say talking about being a new creature, don't it? Living in the newness of life, right? You see what I'm saying, my brother? Yes, sir. So don't continue to live down that foolishness. You see what I'm saying, man? Come on, read that.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have served you from other people.
And they'll sever you.
And have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine.
So look. God said, I have severed you from other people that you should be mine. Give me that in Sirach. Sirach chapter, is it 5 and 20, around about 23. Something like that. So he said, I severed you from other people that ye should be mine. Is that what I want? Sirach, where he said, out of all the plants, I chose one lily. Second Ezra 5. Find that one for me real quick. Second Ezra 5 and like 23. 5 and 24. Watch this. Now, there are so many. Here we go right here. I want y'all to pay attention to what we're about to read out the Bible. And once again, that's why we got these images out here. So when you're reading, we're putting this image in your mind. So you can say, well, damn, that is what the Bible is saying. Watch this. I want everybody to look at this poster right here. First of all, we got John 3:16 on top of it. Because that's what everybody believes. Right. Everybody in the whole world. Right. But watch what the Bible said. Watch this.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 24.
Bring it out.
And of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily.
So he said, out of all the lands, he chose one pit. And out of all the flowers, he chose but the lily. You got all kind of names of flowers, right?
Right.
Listen.
And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river.
So he's just going into how he chose only one out of the rivers, out of the plants. Come on.
And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Sion unto thyself.
Come on.
And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove.
He liked the dove. Go tell you what he liked. Read.
And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep.
He liked the sheep. Come on.
And among all the multitudes of the people.
Wait a minute now. Look at that. Look at that. Now, let me ask you, Ray. Is that a multitude of people? Different nations of people? What you say? Is that different nations of people on that side? What you say? Yes. Okay, everybody there. Read that again.
And among all the multitudes of the peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people.
Wait a minute. Did you hear that, my sister? Wait. Did I interpretate that you? Is that how you see it? Or is that what the word said? What you say? Is the word say that? What you say, my brother? You see? You see how I think my brother full of you? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, you asking a specific question when their mind is there to where we're asking about a nation of people. We want you to be right there with us. We're talking about a nation of people. These are a bunch of nations of people. Do you agree? You agreed already, so you agree again. Now, I'm asking you, out of the Bible said he only chose one group of people and not all of these people.
What was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
That's what the Bible said. Let's read it again for him.
And among all the multitudes of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people.
And to what?
And unto this people.
What about all the rest of the people, though? What about them? But he said, but unto this people, that's why I said we have a heritage. We have a culture, a way that God told us how to live. And we want to read it to you. We want to get there eventually. That's what he's trying to get to. He want to show y'all what our culture is that we lost. That we supposed to be married. That the women, they supposed to be dressed modestly and pretty. That the men supposed to have beards on their face and not shaving their face. We want to get to that. How we not supposed to get tattoos. All of that's written in the Bible. Everything I just said is written in the Bible. And that's what he said to, read that again. That people.
Thou hast gotten thee one people.
And to that one people, he severed you from other people that you should be holy and be his. He gave them the way that they should carry themselves. Guess what that's called in the Bible? And today we say it too. Have you ever heard somebody say, I have morals? Yes. He have. What about yourself? He heard that. 6. Saying I have morals is saying the way you carry yourself. Right. So do you have morals? Certain things you will and would not do? I have morals. I wouldn't sell my body. You got morals, right? That's all I'm saying. The Bible says that we have morals. In the Bible, we don't keep these morals. It's called a moral law. You see what I'm saying? Ceremonial. A ceremonial law. Do you celebrate your birthday? Christmas? Thanksgiving? Guess what? In the Bible, we're supposed to keep Passover. You see what I'm saying? Day of Atonement, Feast of Pentecost. We're supposed to keep those days and not Christmas, birthday. Remember, after this happened, that's when we start keeping that. But we had, out of that, I chose one people. And he gave them laws, statutes, and commands. The way we used to carry ourselves, we lost it. Your mother didn't teach that to you, what we're talking about. Your grandmother didn't teach your mom what we're talking about. These things was lost after they said, in slavery, guess what, Ray? You can't read. We're going to cut off your hand. That's how they did our people. Why did they do us like that? Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Why did they do us like that? We got to ask ourselves that. And be sincere when we ask ourselves, why did that happen to my forefathers? Why? Out of everybody in the whole world, why did they cut my people hand off and make them work in cotton fields? Why did they do my people like that? Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself,
Even you, Ray,
shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
you see what happened? We discontinue from our heritage that God gave us. How do we know God gave it to us? Because in the Bible, it says who we are. He called us by tribes, which means by families or by our father, where we descend from. And how do we know that for surety? Because in the Bible, it says in the last days, what's going to be happening to Judah. So we say, dang, Judah is the American blacks. What's going to be happening to Ephraim? Ephraim is the Puerto Ricans. What's going to be happening to Issachar? Issachar is an ass and strong. He between two burdens. All that's in the Bible. His characteristics. He worked hard. All that's in the Judah. He going to be fighting the oppression. It's in the Bible. It tells us who we are. You can't pinpoint that to no other people. The 12 tribes of Israel is who the Bible talking to. Who God said I gave law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 4. This is our heritage that he gave us. Watch this. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Moses commanded us a law.
Did he say he gave the whole world a law?
That's the law.
He gave us a law. Right? Come on.
Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob.
You see that? So you got to know who Jacob is, the congregation of Jacob. There you go, my brother. Good. I like that. I like that. You on point, man. His kids. That's who he was talking to. The congregation of Jacob, who he gave these laws, statutes, and commandments to. Now we want to fast forward a little bit. Give me that in Romans 12 and 1. Now, when he gave that to his kids, look what's one. Matter of fact, give me hold that because we're gonna read that. But I want Romans 11 and 1 real quick. Now, Paul wrote the book of Romans. Okay, he wrote most of the New Testament. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Okay, he's not aware of that. You? Okay, good. Well, I just want to inform you. Matter of fact, read the top of Romans. Hold that. I got you holding a lot of stuff. Give me the book of Romans. Watch. What's your name again? Diallo. Diallo. Look at this. Turn it around. Look at this, Diallo.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse. Oh, the epistle of Paul, the apostle to the Romans.
You see that? So I'm showing you who wrote the book of Romans. Okay? I was showing you that. You follow me?
Okay, the word is always going to resonate because how real the book
Ray? I ain't losing you, huh, Ray? Okay, good.
The word going to resonate because how real the book was, the word was taken.
Was.
Salvation.
Where the book is, how real it was, you know what I'm saying? How real it is, how real, wherever it's at in that room, behind them doors, how real it is. But, you know what I'm saying? That's English, and that's, you know what I'm saying? What, conjunction, all that shit.
I'm missing your point. What's your point?
The point is, what we were with the tribes, right? We was all still together. Where we were in the book, where we were reading, did they break off and go to the mountains yet, or what happened?
So, okay, so now, you're asking about the history of it, right?
Yeah, you was talking about from a point when everybody was together.
Uh-huh.
And now we jump into where shit, it is white people now.
Right. So, why did I jump there? You want me to give you an explanation why I jumped there? I jumped there because remember I read something about he's going to discontinue from our heritage?
Right.
Remember that? Now I want to read this because I was asking, did Paul write that? Did Paul write that, right? So I'm asking you our heritage until Paul writing. Watch what Paul said.
The book of Romans, chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid.
He said, did God cast away the Israelites? Because those are his people. He said, God forbid, meaning no, he didn't cast off his people. What's your name, my brother? DeAndre. How you doing, DeAndre? Have you ever seen us before? You have? You have? No, I say, have you seen us out here before?
I think I have somewhere else.
Okay, good. All right, DeAndre, we want you in the conversation as well. So now, Paul is saying, read that again.
Romans chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
Paul said he's an Israelite.
Of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Look what Paul said he was from. Paul knew where he was from. You see that? He was from the tribe of Benjamin. Today he would be called a Jamaican or West Indian. You see that?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word